Good morning everyone, good evening and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is Desmos and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new, on this channel I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, I talk about spirituality and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with your friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. So I saw a documentary a couple of months ago. So that was a documentary from Rwanda. And there seemed to be this guy from somewhere deep in the village. I cannot remember exactly what village it was. So there was this guy from the village that people used to call a monkey. Now, the reason why they called him a monkey was because he had very different body features, the way his body shape, his face and everything. So the boy was born like that with different body features, and because of that, the people in his neighborhood, they called him a monkey. Now, a lot of this boy drew attention from international media, from people around the world, from all over the world. He drew a lot of attention to his village, and many journalists and people flocked into his home to exactly see for themselves exactly what was the situation surrounding this guy and this family. Why were they different, and why did that woman actually give birth to a child that would turn out to look like a monkey? It was a very interesting channel, guys. You guys can always go there. You can find that that documentary is all over YouTube. Later on, a couple of months down the road, that monkey turned out to become a blessing. Now, of course, this was a rural family, a very small rural family, village family. That boy turned out to become a blessing because now people flocked in and started blessing those people with money. They built them a house, they took this boy to schools, and they took care of all their personal needs. Now, I want us to think about something in this video. If nobody mentioned that that guy was a monkey and this news didn't spread all over that village, nobody would ever have known about this family. Nobody would ever have known about this boy. That boy eventually turned out to be a blessing. So the family got a house, they built them a house, they paid these fees, and they gave them something like money and these other things, items that they need, because they were really struggling very deep in the village. I've always over and over again mentioned, and I've said that, guys, chosen ones, you are very rare. So you are going to find those guys, the chosen ones, they are the blessings in that family. So the chosen ones, for the most of you guys, you may look back in your life and you're going to notice that actually in your own family, you have always been different. So for you, fitting in was always different. Why didn't you fit in? Just because probably you were born with big ears. You could have been born with big ears. You could have had a very huge forehead. You could have been talking differently. You could have been talking like a woman and you're a man, or you could have been talking like a man and you're a woman. So everything about you has always been different. And because of that, you have always been called so many different kinds of names. But there's something what you have to know, guys, chosen ones. Chosen ones, you are different for a purpose. You are different on a purpose. So there is a very big reason why you do not fit in. It doesn't matter where you are. You can recall whether it was your home, whether it was your family home, whether it was your schools. You can always recall and you remember that in your environments that you have always been called different. You have been always termed as different, and you never fitted in with the rest. So anything that you ever did, whether it was the way you speak, the way you behave, your body features, everything about you was always different. So the chosen ones, I'm just trying to make you guys in this video to know that you've been cut from a different cloth. I've continuously said the chosen ones, you guys are all souls. So you might not know that already. You might not have woken to it. Well, I awoken to it and I embraced my own journey recently. But most of you guys out there, you may be wondering why all of a sudden in all your family team, people have been labeling you names. Maybe you guys might have missed it, but you might have also realized that in your own families, in your own schools, in your own societies and communities, you have been called a different name, a name other than the name that has been assigned to you since birth. So in that village I'm talking about, that guy was called the monkey, but that wasn't his name. So he had his own name, and eventually the people turned out to call him a monkey. So the chosen ones, you're very special breeds. And a lot of people, you're going to be bullied for that. A lot of people will bully you for that. A lot of times you're going to be punished for that. For no apparent reason, people are going to come around, they're going to call you names, they are going to torture you, they are going to abuse you, and they're going to do so many different kinds of things. And now, again, still, along my journey, I can mention to you so many different kinds of examples that I've seen of chosen ones that have always been different. So they have never looked like the rest. They have never done things like the rest. So a lot of chosen ones, they're completely different. So chosen ones, you guys are cut from a different cloth. And it is because of that, it has always been a problem for you to fit in. It doesn't matter what you do. So I remember back in the days when I was in school, I used to have big feet. Growing up as a child, well, in primary, in my early education, I didn't notice that. But when I went to college, I noticed that actually I had big feet. You know what I mean? So a lot of times I was bullied because I had big feet. A lot of people came. Guys, you can look around, look behind me. These guys just came and appeared from nowhere. Look at them. Oh well. So listen, chosen ones. I had the biggest feet in school. So I was called names. I was bullied. It was very, very difficult for me. So sometimes when I was going to when there was football, and actually sometimes these things affect us as children, because even playing for me, for example, we guys used to go play soccer. Sometimes we used to play these little games after school, and it was for me very difficult to go and play because of my feet. I found that actually most of the individuals, they would bully me because of my feet. So instead of me going on and doing what everybody else was doing, I would just stand on the side and I would watch things from a distance. So I would just stand next to the pitch and I just watch guys playing, and I would not participate just because when I tried to participate, I was usually bullied because of my feet. So the chosen ones, you have got to understand that exact thing that they are bullying you about is exactly what is making you different. So it is exactly what is making you to stand out from the rest. So because of that, the bullying will keep on going on, and most of the cases, it sometimes kills your self-esteem. So it makes you feel like you're lesser than the people around you. So it will make you feel lesser than your environment, than the people in your environment, and it will make you stand away and shy away from the things that you need to do, just because you're different. But it is your difference. It is you being different. That is exactly where your superpower is. You being different, it's your blessing. Chosen ones, you're cut from a different cloth, and you are not supposed to come here to fit in. You did not come here to fit in. You did not come here to play football like everybody else is playing. Yes, every now and then you'll go and play sometimes in a team or things like that. But still, it is going to be very hard for you to fit in, because your purpose and your path is completely different from the people around you. So anything you do, you will not fit in. That is because you are not like everybody else. Chosen ones, you guys, you are old souls. I'll carry on saying it again and again. You guys are old souls. Now, on the 3D level, that guy was called the monkey. That's on the 3D level. That's because that is what the guys can see. So when the people look at him around, doing things around the village, they are seeing a monkey. That's what they see on the 3D. On the 5D, we are seeing an ancient soul. So that's the difference with the chosen ones, because we can look through everything and we can see those things that other people cannot see. So for me, when I looked at that kid, I automatically knew that this kid was special. This kid was an ancient soul. That is the reason why he came out from his mother's womb looking like a monkey. Only to turn out later on to find out that that particular monkey they were calling a monkey in that village, he was a blessing in disguise. So the chosen ones, you have got to embrace your indifference. You are different for a reason. You are different because you are not sent here to fit in. You are not sent here to do everything that everybody else is doing. You are sent here to carry out different purposes, different missions, but then for that, you have got to be different from the rest. So you cannot be doing what everybody else is doing because you're going to get the same results what everybody else is getting. What everybody else is getting. So your purpose and your path is always going to be different. That is because you have been chosen by God. And those individuals that are coming from different dimensions, because like I've said, chosen ones, you guys, some of you may have reincarnated from different dimensions. So a lot of you guys, you're going to find yourselves, it looks as if everywhere you go, it is almost difficult to fit in. You cannot eat what everybody else is eating. You cannot watch what everybody else is watching. You do not want to do what everybody else is doing. All your things have always been different. I can challenge you guys, chosen ones, go back in your life and revisit your life in the early days of your life, in your lifetime. And I want you to remember some of the incidents that have always made you to stand out from the rest. It could have been your body features. It could have been the way you spoke. It could have been the way you behaved. It could have been the way you carried yourself. But you're going to notice that there's always one or two or three or even more things about you that made you to stand out from the rest. That is because you were cut from a different cloth. For the most of you guys, chosen ones, have been black sheep in your families. Now the black sheep, of course, on the 3D level, it is the sheep that turns out to be black. When you look at the sheep, the flock of the sheep, it will be the black one. So it will be the sheep that is different. The reason why they called you the black sheep is because you are different from the rest of the family members. You don't fit in the family. So because of that, it is exactly what brings you a lot of trouble. So your parents punish you, your brothers punish you, people isolate you, people discriminate you because you're different from the rest. You don't want to go to the pubs to drink like them. You're not playing in their favorite team like them. You're not playing the games they do in their favorite team. You're not eating the same food like them. Everything about you is different. Your body features. So you're going to notice, even for you, the black sheep, like I've said, you guys, most of you chosen ones have been black sheep in your own family. You're the only ones who have done anything that anybody has never done in your family. So you are the first guys. It could have been something that you have done in your family, or you have encountered in your family, and it is only you. It could even be something as simple as having very rare sightings. You could have gone out in your garden and you could have seen some fairies in the trees. You could have seen some unexplainable creatures around you. That is because the chosen ones, you guys, you are different in a way, and that is the reason why most of the times in your families you have been the black sheep, because you have failed to fit in your family. Your brothers might have been wondering why you're not like the rest. Why you don't do things like the rest? Why don't you want to behave like the rest? That is because you don't fit in. In your own families, as a black sheep, you don't fit in. So your life and your path has always been different. So the chosen ones, you cut from a different cloth. You're cut, actually not even a different cloth, you cut from a very special cloth. So you're highly blessed. It is exactly those things that you think people are bullying you about, making you to lose your self-esteem, devaluing you and making you lose your worth. Those are the exact things that the people are blaming you for, the exact things that they are talking about, making them pointing fingers at you. Those are the exact things that are actually your blessing. And those are the exact things God gave you, those particular things, whether it is body features, whether it is behaviors or things like that. Those are the specific attributes that God gave you that are going to make you stand out from the rest. And they are the ones that are going to make you to shine on this universe, on this planet. There was a reason why you were born like that. There was a reason why you turned out to become like that. You weren't meant to fit in whichever way. So the chosen ones, you guys might have been wondering exactly. You look yourselves in the room and you cry because you think you're going out there, people are going to laugh at you. You know what I mean? I used to be a shy guy. I used to be completely shy. Guys, you would never imagine, if you knew me many years ago, you would not imagine that I would be standing out here and speaking in front of the camera. You would not believe that. Because I grew up knowing that I was worthless. Being beaten down in a family as a black sheep, and also being bullied in schools, I always thought that I was worthless and there's nothing I would do. It is only until when I woke up, that's when I knew that actually the power had always been within me. It was the power that was within me that had always been intimidating a lot of people around me. So the people used to think that because of my difference, I was lesser than them. You know what I mean? So it used to make me kill my self-esteem for no apparent reason. So the chosen ones, you have got to step in your power. You have got to know you have been cut in a different cloth for a reason. So God has chosen you guys to come out here and spread His word and spread His love to the universe. But to do that, you're not going to do that by being and doing the same things what everybody is doing. So your journey is going to be different anyway. And you have got to embrace that indifference, because it's exactly what is holding your superpower and is exactly what is going to make you that person that you came here to be. So don't worry about that, guys. Don't worry about that. I can give you so many examples, guys. Endless examples of guys I know that on the 3D level they are looking at them as different and weird and funny. But on the 5D level, I see the chosen ones. I see the chosen ones. I see ancient souls and I see old souls. That is exactly what makes them extremely unique. Most of those guys, even you may call them different, but they even have got superpowers that they don't even know about. They have got superpowers. A lot of you chosen ones, because you're old souls, you have got a lot of powers within you. You have got healing energy. You are teachers. You are healers. You are psychics. It is very important for you guys to step into your power. Know who you really are. Come to that knowledge of self. Work on yourself. And eventually you're going to become that person you came here to be. And do not worry about being called different. It's okay. In the early days you not understand it. It's okay. That's okay. But as you evolve, as you keep on growing and evolving, you're going to notice that actually it is that indifference that is actually intimidating all the people around you. You being different it is just the light that is shining through and is intimidating so many people. So that's why they call you different, because they want you to think you have a lesser value than them. But in the secret and in the reality, you are much more powerful than them. So rise into your power, guys, chosen ones. Do what it is you came here to do, and know that your indifference is your superpower. That being said, guys, much love and blessings. I'll be back in touch with you guys in my next video. Much love and peace. Desmos signing out. Catch you soon.